Welcome back to Bandwagon Blue Shirts, episode 3, win number 3. This was the last dying breath of the Capitals. The second period of this game, they tried to fight and claw. It was embarrassing. It was pathetic. And the Rangers were above it. They're moving on. The third period, the Rangers said, look, we won't even shoot. And you still won't be able to touch us. Too many penalties, in my opinion. Jake, what did you think of the game?
First period was just a comedy show. Igor goes with the same thing, like, oh, yeah, let's let him see one. Hey, people paid good money for these tickets tonight, although it looked like an empty house in the nation's capital, which that was a little disappointing, but writing's on the wall. But so Igor lets in that change up, like just kind of, whoa. And then I thought they were actually going to give up a second. Just for, again, these are kind of turning into practice games. But instead, they just scored 30 seconds later. And just like, hey, this is what a good goal looks like, if you guys want to remember that. And then the shorty. I mean, that's just, I kind of thought that was rude by Laviolette and the boys.
I do have to say that I did think that Igor kind of olayed that first goal as if to let the Capitals know, like, if there wasn't a goalie, yeah, you could score. But unfortunately, I am a goalie, and he blanked him the rest of the way. He actually made incredible saves. I know you enjoyed that, Joez.
I did. I kept saying Igor. You know, it was good. But by the way, shout out to the Rangers tonight wearing Dominican colors. I appreciate them. And I mean, Ovechkin is obviously going to be retiring in the worst way possible, but he's had a good career. Good for him. Just sad. Feel bad. By the way, the Rangers want to get in the penalty on purpose. So they purposely get penalties so that they could challenge themselves. And then they score goals on them. The Rangers have more, just as many goals while they're at a disadvantage than what these guys have at their power play. It's pretty embarrassing.
Yep. I do think that this is going to help the kill moving forward, because I was getting severely discouraged playing down to such a team that it doesn't help the second round. But then I thought, you know what? The refs are really helping them out here with all these ticky-tack calls. The Yankees, I almost said. The Rangers are just strengthening up their kill. They're going to go into the next series. They've used 3 different lines on the penalty kill.
Right.
They're fresher than the Capitals power play line, which is hilarious to me. Jake, on that goal that they did score with 30 seconds right after the first goal, again, disappointed in Kryder for how much he's celebrating. It seems like he hasn't understood the situation. Save that for the next round, Kryder.
Unfortunately, Kreider operated alone there. I think he got caught up in some smack talk before the game. And so you probably missed it, new to the game. But what happened there was he was kind of talking junk. And then the Capitals were like, oh, you like that? Oh, do you like that then? And he goes, I'm going to score. And then he did. And then that's kind of why it was a laugh.
Yeah,
he's laughing in their faces. Kind of story of the series.
I did miss that.
Yeah.
New to the game.
Their fourth goal was it almost felt like, the head coach was letting them yay, guys, just calm it down. Because the celebration was very, very
what are you doing with your hands?
Timid, very timid kind of celebration,
Joez, it looks like
how you massage it
the past version of you, like a ghost of the past version of you in the corner of your room.
You look like a mime that quit.
Yeah, Mr. Mime. We did some Pokemon stuff earlier.
Mr. Mime, yeah. Hey, what do you got on the Rempe situation? Obviously, I didn't think that hit was dirty. The analysts didn't think it was that dirty. He got blindsided, but, everyone's kind of saying you got to feel that dude's Judge's size. You got to feel him coming. Rempe's a big kid. And then Wilson going after Rempe the second period. That was sad scenes, man. I know the Capitals, they got their toxic masculinity going, oh, Rempe not not answering the bell after injuring a guy. Dude, he didn't see the guy coming. Rempe was basically chugging his own horn, like, I'm going to hit you, I'm going to hit you, I'm going to hit you, I'm going to hit you. And he avoided all understanding of the situation. And Rempe looked at him, honestly, like, yo, this is not a real thing. Like, we're the Globetrotters and you're the team we're beating. This is scrimmaging the JV team before the postseason. Like, I'm not going to fight you, Wilson. There's nothing to gain.
Jim, I think the NHL made the
National Hockey League
they made the call to the to the officials, let them know, hey, we're trying to extend the series, try to call as many ticky-tack like calls as you can to try to let's give the Caps a chance here. The NBA did it with the Knicks yesterday, so I wouldn't put it above anybody. And the fact that it didn't matter anyway, I mean, what are we doing?
That's where the NHL hasn't been watching. They're a little new to the game. The Capitals haven't wanted to win.
The Capitals are new to the game as well.
I had Rempe as my player of the game. They come out in this game too. Igor shows them what a goal looks like, just to show them what no goals look like the rest of the way. They get that immediate goal. And then Rempe with the big hit there is just kind of a reminder, like, we can score whenever we want. You will not be scoring ever again. And we have a monster who's just going to hit you whenever he wants. It's like, welcome to hockey, new to the game.
How about the end of the second period when they turn the puck over right in the middle? Say, Capitals, you want something? Here you go. Here you go. Try to catch this. They toss it to him like a child. And Igor just slides. Basically, I mean, they tried to give him a goal. The Caps flipped it into Igor's stomach. It was some weird, like, reverse psychology or, I don't know, an official forfeit, maybe.
You know how they do that little line right before the game and they're trying to like get as many shots on the goalie as they can just to get him some reps before the game starts. It just felt like that anytime that the Capitals took a shot.
So no comment on the play Jimmy asked about?
No, I have no comment.
Okay, me either. Yeah, I don't know. It felt like a Nationals crowd.
Crowd was sad, man. Crowd just wanted a blood sport. It was just like, it was ugly. My hockey team, we played the Channel Island Riptide in the state tournament, and they were undefeated. They hadn't won, and it was their last game ever as hockey players because they lived in like San Diego and were 18 years old. What are you going to do after that? So they tried to fight all of us, and our coach had to be like, hey, they're never playing again and you're moving on. You can't fight back. It was tough for some of our players. They ripped our assistant captain's helmet off, sort of punched his bare head. That was kind of crazy for 18. That's what it reminded me of. I was like, oh, Caps, you've accepted that you're done. You're like throwing a last hurrah for yourselves. Like, truly, you're not a franchise anymore. Something like that. Kev was telling me they might fold. Kev, our resident Capitals fan, he was like, if they lose this, they might move.
I don't know the financials behind it. It felt like a red funeral tonight.
Yeah. I can't believe that. Dude, honestly, I can't believe they have to play another. Kind of bullshit.
I agree. It is. That's what I was going to say. What are we going to do for the next game?
You know what? Well,
do we rest Igor?
Let's get the bread man some time on the ice. All these penalties and power plays. He's going to have fresh legs for the next series. That's kind of something nice that the officials have done. Panarin's going to have fresh legs, but he's not really involved in the last two games.
Yeah. I mean, there's only but so much you can do. I don't know what they do.
There's only but so much you can do. Jake, your thoughts?
I've been watching a lot of the Hurricanes, to be honest. And my only concern about that series is it's like Capitals 2.0.
Are you watching the Hurricanes right now as we speak?
Yeah. At one point, I was worried.
Oh, okay.
At one point, I was worried. I was like, damn, they're going to be a much tougher opponent in the second round. And and the Capitals have given us nothing to build off. And then I realized the Hurricanes are playing the Islanders. And they also
stink
fest.
Just 2-3-0 people. Like Jake, I'm
Islanders
so
and
glad.
Capitals should have played like the NIT together and just left.